How much is the FIRPTA withholding requirement? We're gonna find out today. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am Robert Acevedo, an IRS enrolled agent, and today we're gonna talk about the important topic of IRS withholding, better known as FIRPTA withholding on foreign investors. What is FIRPTA? FIRPTA stands for Foreign Investor Real Property Tax Act. It is a US tax law that requires foreign sellers to pay tax on capital gains. How much tax though is actually required? Let's look into it. When a foreign investor sells US real estate, the IRS requires that the buyer do an upfront withholding from the proceeds of the sale in order to pay tax. Now, as we mentioned in the top, how much exactly is the FIRPTA withholding? Well, as with anything, it depends. Generally, the withholding is 15% of the gross sales price, but there are some variables that could apply to your sale. Let's say that you're buying a property for $300,000. 15% withholding would be $45,000. That amount would be withheld at the closing and sent into the IRS by the buyer or the title company. What you have to remember is that this amount of withholding is an upfront withholding requirement. It is not necessarily the final tax liability of the seller. But the good news is there are some exceptions that could apply to your sale. If, for example, the sales price is under $300,000 and the buyer intends to live in the house for at least 2 years, no withholding is required. So in that scenario, the percentage of the withholding would actually be 0. Another example would be if the sales price is over $300,000 but under $1 million and the buyer intends to also live in the house for at least 2 years, FIRPTA percentage still applies, but instead of 15%, it would be 10%. To see which exception you can possibly qualify for, it is always a good idea to consult with a tax professional like myself to guide you in these options. If you are a foreign seller and have an upcoming real estate transaction and are not sure if FIRPTA applies to you, make sure that you are well informed and consult with experts like ourselves to see how FIRPTA would apply in your case. Being informed about the FIRPTA rules is going to go a long way to help you meet all IRS requirements and possibly get a refund. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the ring bell for more tips on FIRPTA transactions. If you have any questions about FIRPTA, please make sure to leave them in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on soon.